time. For more TOPZ, and hopefully this time I win. Hopefully, you know, just hopefully, because I really don't want to do this tower anymore, bro. It just sucks. Like, a tiny bit, but, I don't know. Anyways. Practice lobby. Yeah, I know. I'm supposed to be testing. I'm supposed to be actually playing the tower wonders. Point of view, you are the box. I'm in the blender. Oh, okay. I just wanted to do that for fun because I always wondered what it was like in there. Because the only reason that section exists is for a push box puzzle. That's it. So I wondered what it would be like to go in there, even though you're not in the push box. So it'd be radical. So that's why I did it. I'm locked in. The heck? Okay, never mind. I'm not locked in. Oh, that was a clutch, bro. Holy clutch right there. Yeah. Either that or they just can't chat. Because, like, on accounts with parental controls, you can't type in stream chat, but you can watch your streams. Super odd. My phone keeps getting flipping scam calls while I'm streaming, bro. It's the same number. The same gosh darn number trying to call my phone while I'm streaming. The only reason you couldn't hear the ringtone is because I had my phone on silent, because, you know, I'm streaming. But bro, people be trying to scam me so bad. Out of barely any money because I'm broke as hell. Like, what could they possibly want from me? What could they possibly want from me? Like, gifted vertical mobility? Jeez. And even then I'm broke, so why would they want me to give them vertical mobility? I don't know. Depends on if I'm doing TOPZ or if I'm doing literally anything else. Because if I'm doing literally anything else, it's like an 85. But if I'm doing TOPZ, it's like a 37. I don't know. Like, I just don't like TOPZ that much, honestly. Because I've had so much stupid garbage fails on this tower, either caused by nerves or straight up RNG. Two things which cannot be cured. Because my nerves are just so garbage that, like, I'm just convinced that there's no fixing them. They suck so bad. Like, they're worse than CRP's nerves. Do you know? You gotta usually, like, train to get nerves worse than CRP, but, like, my nerves are way worse than CRP's nerves somehow.
Yo, you're at the final floor. Yo,
This is a practice run,
yo,
by the way.
I like eating cereal in the morning with my bros. Yeah, with my toast. Yeah, eating cereal for breakfast and lunch. Yeah, that's what I do. I go munch with the milk and the cereal. Yeah, don't pour the milk for cereal. Pour the cereal first, you know, like a normal person. Then you can pour the milk.
Time to change to the other remix, which is objectively worse, because...
Oh my god. You made it to the final stretch. Yo, this is hype. I can't lie. This is very hype. This is very hype. W's in the...
Okay, a quick practice session with, I think, less than 10 fails. Maybe less than 10 fails. Probably more than 10, actually. I don't know. It was around 10, which is way better than usually. So. By the way, only counting. I don't know, actually. I am honestly just saying stuff to say stuff. But I think that practice session was good. Like, wasn't nearly as bad as it could have been. Could have had way more fails past 5. Because that's why I, like, actually started counting. Was past 4 or 5. Was when I actually started counting practice mode fails. Oh, why did I say practice mode? This game doesn't even have a practice mode. It just has a now defunct practice place. Because Ito management sucks. Also, I'm probably not gonna quit Ito, anymore, because I just realized that it's just about the towers. It's just about on if the tower I'm grinding sucks or not. So hopefully, when I do more fun soul crushings, it's gonna become better. Because TOPZ is not the most fun. Also, why the hell did Roblox, like, automatically turn on cancel for me? Like... Oh, there. Okay, good. Just had to turn my graphics back up to 10. Because I usually play with my graphics all the way to 10. Nah, but I'm gonna do Citadel of Peril because I need to practice, like, my speed. Like, being able to quickly, make decisions. So it'll basically just be a reaction time helper, which is kind of good for like time sections. So I'm actually gonna do Citadel of Peril. And I know that might not be the most fun, but it does have... Nah, I'm doing Polychromatic 0, because, listen, Polychromatic 0 might not be boosting my skill very much, but at least it isn't speeding right through, which is... Speeding right through is a modern tower, and modern soul crushings usually aren't really made to boost your skill in, like, purism. That's why I'm trying to balance out, like, 2 purist soul crushings and 2, normal soul crushings for each soul crushing difficulty. I've already done my 2 mostly purist / technical soul crushings for this difficulty, that being Double Trouble and Thinning Layers. So, yeah. Because once again, I'm not playing this game to progress quickly. I'm just playing this game for the fun of it. Yeah, I know. But I'm just doing it for like not only me eventually doing speeding right through for like an insane difficulty cleanup, but also just because it can help with a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, I know. But considering that Citadel of Peril is a more old tower, and old towers tend to have less client objects, I feel like it'll boost my skill way more. So, like, although Citadel of Peril is meant to feed into speeding right through, I am just gonna do Citadel of Peril, as a speed boost. And also just to prepare my skill for my first extreme. And the only reason I'm doing Citadel of Peril, one of the reasons I'm doing Citadel of Peril is because funny flood escape mechanic. Wait, hold up. Flood escape mechanic. It's literally just flood escape, bro. It's literally just rising lava that goes decently fast that you gotta escape. So that's why I'm grinding it. Oh yeah, if my nerves ever end up acting up, then I'm just gonna do some remorseless nerve control towers, if my nerves act up during extreme, during my first extreme. Yeah. Cause Citadel of Peril's gameplay is just rising lava. And some normal jumps, I think. Some normal classic jumps. That aren't just modern client object spam, like most modern towers. Gotta heal, bro. Gotta heal. Yeah. I know. I've learned up on my Ito history, and I know that basically how Tower of Hell was created is Auburntune, who was the founder of the original like classic Tower of Hell. Auburntune, who was the co-owner of who was I think like a co-owner of Tower of Hell. He actually made like the first 5 floors of Tower of Heck, and then he dipped, and then he went on to help with making Tower of Hell. And then, as a side project, he made Kitty's Towers of Hell, and then he decided to focus on like other stuff more, so he just passed the ownership over to Juke. Or I guess Juke just absorbed ownership, I guess, naturally, following the Ito hierarchy. But then Kitty Cannon, or I guess Auburntune, Kitty Cannon was just his old name, got mad that Juke Kalla got the game back up, so he promptly banned all Ito players from Tower of Hell. Yeah, it was Kato. I know it was called Kato back in the day. I'm just referring to it as Ito because why not? I'm just used to calling it Ito. And to think that took me a long time to transition to between the name change. Cause I was calling it Jato for like the first 3 months of the name change. And then I started calling it Ito. So yeah, Ito history is rather deep. You can just watch like, there's a bunch of videos on Ito history. Specifically, Neodymius is one, which explains the history pretty well, all the way up to Starlit Archives. And it's also funny, because Neodymius is one of the funniest human beings on this planet that we call Earth. I would make, like, a remaster of a video that he made back in the day, but I would probably need his permission, and the only way to get that would probably be through Discord, which I don't have right now, so we might have to wait until y'all get to see roasting every single Ito Soul Crushing remastered. Y'all might have to wait a bit for that, because I was planning on making a remaster of roasting every Ito Soul Crushing, but I realized I would probably need Neodymius' permission to make a remaster of that. Unfortunately, because I was really planning on that being one of my next videos. One of my next videos, because I already have a crammed video schedule. No, not schedule, but just a list of future videos. It's so crammed up. Like, I have like 15 ideas on there, and I have not made a single one. Except for like, actually, nah. I have made like just impulse videos, as in just like videos that I've just randomly made, because why the hell not, and it was easy to edit. The examples being my last 2 long forms, the Lil Doom Guy diss track, and the 1 slot catalog muffin video. Those 2 were just kind of like, hey, they're easy to make, so why not? But trust me, hopefully y'all will get more videos once I actually get motivation to make them. I don't know. Wait, you're still doing that? You're still sticking to that plan? What's your best on Frightening Nightmares? What's your best right now? What's your best on the tower you're grinding? I don't know if it's still Frightening Nightmares. Well, what's the best on the Terrifying you're grinding? Oh, okay. Oh my, bro. That singular jump has to be the most RNG thing ever. And I know you can click it before, but sometimes I just don't land on it somehow, even if I click before. Like I can consistently do that jump in practice mode, but when the time comes around to actually play the real TOPZ, I just kind of suck at that jump for whatever reason. I don't know why. Okay, there, finally, I did that jump. Took about long enough. Anyways, time for the rather easy floor. Or at least it's way easier compared to the hell that is floor 5. Because it has, the best button progress to ever walk the lands that are zone 5. That being, of course, the floor 6 button progress that comes, that starts at a, like, it's just the button progress that you get from doing this outside. That's what I mean. Like, by doing this outside and also doing the stupid, that one stupid jump. Wait, someone just beat a horrific from an April Fool's event in chat. Someone just beat a horrific from an April Fool's event. The hell? Look at that, bruh. Some dude named Insanely Skilled. By the way, that's the type of gamer tag you would see in Xbox 360 lobbies back in, like, 2009. Beat a super niche horrific tower that was in, like, a very recent April Fool's event. I don't know how to react to that. What even is Tower of Small Pillars? Like, I forgot that that one existed. Also, what is Tower of Really Very Artificial Inspiration? What the heck? Is that one of the quarterly challenge or monthly challenge? Hold up, let me check. Challenges. Be the new insane tower in Arcane area. I'm gonna guess that Torve is the new thing in Arcane area. Because I have not heard of that, like, ever. The heck? The heck is a Torve, bro? Hello, Polychromatic 0. But I'm gonna guess Tower of Really Very Artificial Inspiration. By the way, average 2026 tower acronym, since all the tower acronyms that are under, like, 3 letters are taken. So people just resorted to naming their towers stuff like Torve or Toramu. By the way, no, I am not going to all jump Tower of Descent into Exile, bro. Never in a billion years. I have heard some good things, some bad things about that tower. So I'm just gonna take no side at all and just be neutral to it. And I will only all jump Todai and do Todai once the time comes for me to... Oh, okay. Makes sense. Why are so much people beating Bayum's towers right now, bro? I mean, I guess, bro. I might try it out as, like, my second kata, because we all know that my first kata is gonna be Generation Failure. Because I'm taking the NPC path, because literally everyone does Generation Failure for whatever reason. Because, like, Generation Failure is the NPC option for a first kata, but it is a good one. Because it doesn't even feel like a first kata. It feels more like a peak terrifying, honestly. Like, I mean, the first part is easy, but then it has, like, decent gameplay. Yeah, I'm gonna do it as my second kata. And then the rest of the katas, time will tell, because I'm probably not going to beat anything past kata. So kata is probably going to be when I just stop caring about my, super advanced progression path I've set up until kata. By the way, I'm not going to leak it right now, but right now, I want to keep my first extreme a bit of a surprise. Because I have leaked it on super old streams, but some of y'all new gens, I haven't really told it to any of the new gen viewers. So that's why I'm going to keep it as a secret for them. Yeah, bro. Wait, W? Hold up. Chat. W. It's just the free part now. It's just the free part. The free part that I failed on that one time, by the way. Not gonna let y'all forget that screenshot. Hold up. Not gonna let y'all forget, where the hell is the screenshot? Where's the screenshot, bro? Where's the screenshot? Not that. Pretty sure it was before that one. Oh yeah, this thing! This horrendous image that is gonna torment me forever and ever. And I'm gonna leave y'all to look at that image because I have to go to the bathroom. And I just have this screenshot of a super garbage previous personal best. That was my personal best until my first floor 9 run. Actually, that was my personal best until the RNG floor 9 fail, because the RNG floor 9 fail was on my first F9 run. I just realized. And by the way, the RNG F9 fail, I'm gonna just describe it to you. It was basically just... So, I made it to F9 outside on my first F9 run, which was super good, right? But then I proceeded to fumble it immediately after. Because you know what happened? Hold up, wait, I just realized chat's gone. Because you know what happened to me that resulted in me, failing? I quite literally, it just didn't want to carry me. Also, W, holy save, bro. I landed on the best possible platform on floor 7. I landed on the platform that lets me skip the stupid floor 8 first spinner with, like, the orbiting random parts. Holy, bro. W floor 8 button progress. The floor 8 button progress, along with the floor 6 button progress, is the most glorious thing to ever bless this zone. Other than, like, of course, you know, Alien Radiance. Because I've heard Alien Radiance is pretty good. I might do it. I might do Alien Radiance for one of my progression terrifyings. And by progression terrifying, I mean literally every terrifying I do before I beat my first kata. So, any terrifying that actually contributes to my progression. Because every terrifying after I beat my first kata would just be for fun. But I bounced. I could have landed that bounce, you know? I could have landed that bounce. Well, now I have to do the only stupid floor once you get the button progress. The only stupid floor past 5 once you get the button progress, bro. I swear. The only stupid floor of the second half. The most stupid, I should say. Floor 7, because even if you get all the button progress, floor 7 just doesn't really have any good button progress. So you're just kind of cooked. Especially because of some of the stupid jumps that this floor had. Oh my god. I suck at this game. I really do. I suck at this game so bad. Yeah, bro. Oh my god! For all y'all saying 10x2, you are wrong. This stream is gonna not go down in Blue Am history. This stream is just gonna be another stupid TOPZ stream where I have like a couple of floor 9 runs, then I instantly fumble it all by, having one of the dumbest, most RNG / nerf carried fail. Yeah, look at that garbage, bro! Look at that! I suck at this game! I suck at this game. There's no saving me, bro. I suck at this game. I literally suck at this game so bad. The only reason I made it up to insane difficulty is because of pure luck, bro. Like, I've just been praying and going. That's how I've been going through the entirety of Soul Crushing. I swear, like, I've not been gaining any skill, bro. All the towers I've done have just been either... Because, like, Double Trouble and Thinning Layers were the only skill boosters. Thanos Tower Classic was just to remind me how much Classic Ito sucked. And Polychromatic Zero is just a punishment sent down from the gods, because, God forbid, I have a good last progression insane. I thought it was going to be a decent tower, but nope, I should have just gone with, literally anything else, probably. Hold on. I guarantee... Actually, wait, never mind. All the other ones are client object spam, so... scrap that. Every single insane after... Thinning Layers is just no skill boost. No, bro, that would be torment. That would be like Chinese water torture, bro. I swear. Having to wait even longer before we actually get onto the real parts of the stream, bro. That would genuinely just be like Chinese water torture, bro. Oh my god. I am not doing real practice. You can't force me to. I am doing one practice run through. I'm doing one practice run through, then going, bro. My practice is always just gonna be an all jump before I actually grind it. Some more practice sessions before I actually grind it off stream. And then every single stream of that tower will just be a practice run through and go. And it's been working for me well. That's how I beat Double Trouble. Actually, no, because Double Trouble wasn't on stream. I beat Thanos Tower with barely any practice at all. I beat Thinning Layers that way. So yeah, it's just trust, bro. Just trust. The run through and go strategy, it has to work eventually. Because it worked for Thinning Layers. It really did. It really did work for Thinning Layers. But Thinning Layers was like 6 months ago, I just realized. Holy. I am a washed unk at this game. There is no saving me, bro. I am washed. Yeah, true. Yo, don't worry. The only non-Ito player in the chat has spoken, so we are good. And don't worry, that's not like an insult. It's just thanks for a motivation. Hold up. I am still up there with the 50,000 human beings who have tormented them enough to actually... Yeah, true, I know. But I still am up there with the 50,000 people who have tortured themselves enough to make it to soul crushing. And become, the original definition of elite hobbyist. By the way, who the hell's idea was it to change elite hobbyist from soul crushing player to soul crushing plus player? Whose idea was it, bro? Can we make elite, let's just, you know what? New idea. Skill hobbyist is for soul crushing players, elite hobbyist is for SE plus players. New idea, chat. Because we aren't necessarily elite, but we sure are skilled compared to the, iPad dwelling, Cheeto finger toddlers, that haven't beaten a soul crushing yet, but still play Ito. Also, I need Polychromatic 0, I need your input on this. Is Astronomically Aimless Annoyances a good tower? Because I'm planning on doing it as a progression extreme. Not as my first extreme, but like as a progression extreme. Is Astronomically Aimless Annoyances pretty good? Or does it suck? Because I've heard that Astronomically Aimless Annoyances sucks. But the only reason I'm planning on doing it is so I can finally get usage out of my overly detailed Tower of Astronomically Aimless Annoyances Tower Human. Because I made an avatar that's, like, super cool. I made a super cool Astronomically Aimless Annoyances inspired avatar. Yeah, see, that's the new naming rules, except... Yeah, it's okay. Listen, I've beaten Thanos Tower Classic. I can beat that, okay? If I've done the hell that was Thanos Tower Classic, by the way, don't ask. It just sucked, bro. Thanos Tower Classic just sucked. It was easy. It was, like, technically, like, it felt like a Remorseless. But the length and how sucky some of the jumps were the sole reason why it was soul crushing, I swear. By the way, don't worry, I will make sure to do at least 2 actual skill boost extremes, because I know there's a lot of, like 90% of the extremes in this game aren't really purest skill boosts or technical skill boosts. Because, like, hold on, let's go over these, let's count them. Learning with Blueum, let's count the amount of actual skill boost extremes. Bloodthirsty Kino? I guess you can go, actually no, because Bloodthirsty Kinos is, actually, 1, I'm not counting Tofact, okay? Tofact, you aren't even extreme, you're an insane, that was forcefully transitioned to extreme. 2? Hopeless Hell, you're gonna count for 2 just because you're goated. So, 3, because Hopeless Hell counts as 2 points. No. 4? No, wait, what's wrong one? 4? 5. Okay, actually, what, 5, 6. I forgot. Drippy Among Us. I think that's correct. If it isn't, then, I will check and make a more accurate version later. So, yeah, 5 or 6 or something out of 13. That's, like, less than half. Actually, 5 if we're not counting the Hopeless Hell double point. But to be fair, Hopeless Hell does deserve a double point, if you know. Because, bro, Hopeless Hell is just the GOAT of technical extremes. Like, there is no technical extreme that can top the skill boost that is Hopeless Hell, okay? Hopeless Hell is just built different, you know? Hopeless Hell is just the GOAT. It's such a GOAT that some insane person decided to do it as their first soul crushing, completely skipping insane. Diamond Boy. Seriously, why the hell did Diamond Boy do Hopeless Hell as first soul crushing? I think he did. I think Diamond Boy did do Hopeless Hell as first soul crushing. Which, hey, I'm not gonna question it. Because Hopeless Hell is the GOAT of skill boosts. In the extreme difficulty, but to be fair, it doesn't have much competition. Its competition is the outside section tower, which boosts nerves. The peak extreme that literally everyone beats before their first terrifying, unless you're jumping from insane to terrifying. I've seen 2 people say that they're gonna jump from insane to terrifying. Because I've seen Igor and I saw someone in global chat too. By the way, Ito global chat is so insane. Look at this. Look at this, bro. Look at how insane global chat is. My first soul crushing was Double Trouble. My first soul crushing was Double Trouble, actually. You new gens, you are LARPing Blue Yum if you don't know that my first soul crushing is Double Trouble. It wasn't on stream. I beat Double Trouble pre-eat. Bro, what the hell? Bro, why don't people want you to call it Geodash? Like, what's the big problem, bro? Like, I guess GD, okay? I guess GD is the intended thing, but I don't really see a problem with Geodash, like. Well, yeah, Ito Global Chat is so insane. I'm gonna just close it because of how insane it is. Cause here chat is just like friends talking to each other because they don't have like an external talking site. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, salute to such a soldier because Thanos Tower Classic is known to kind of suck. It sucked for me. For some reason, there are some insane people on this planet of Earth that actually think that Thanos Tower Classic is a good tower. But those people probably should be thrown into a psych ward because I genuinely do not see how one can find Thanos Tower Classic enjoyable. Like, the tower crossings suck. There's some sucky awkward jumps. There's GBJs. Yeah, it just sucks. Like, it isn't nearly as bad as, like, Confusion or Inception or literally any It Near Tower. Like, it isn't on the level of It Near Towers, but it is pretty bad. Because It Near is just the go of making garbage towers just to make garbage towers. Like, I'm convinced that he's doing it on purpose. Like, I guess the Tower of Inception revamp is kind of good, but it didn't even get into the game. Like, Brett, stuff got denied before it was even out of the whim. That's, like, insane. So, like, It Near used to make super garbage towers. Now he's gotten kind of better, as we can see with Tower of Inception revamp. But TOI revamp didn't even get into the game, so. Bro plays Caleb's soul crushing domain and counts the wins there as soul crushings. No hate, by the way. You will never catch me doing a tower from an external game as a progression soul crushing, bro. Everything I do will be in the base game Ito, okay? I will never do soul crushings outside of Ito unless it's for fun, okay? I'm just gonna say that right now. No hate to you, by the way, but I'm just not gonna be doing any soul crushings outside of Ito unless it's for fun. I don't know why, I just kind of. Also, I just realized you're technically an OG now, even though you joined last era. And by last era, I mean... By last era, I mean, all the streams in between my first Polychromatic Zero stream and the influential stream to our generation that was winning, Toddle. Cause, bro, my Toddle victory is legit just, like, I show speed hitting, like, 1 subscriber, bro. Like, I was screaming so much when I beat Thinning Layers, bro. Like, And in preparation of doing the final jump, I put on some epic music. So yeah, that win was insane. Don't worry, this win is gonna be about as insane. Eardrums of everyone living in my residence will be ruptured. During this win, I will say. And for good reason, bro. I've been on this tower for a solid 5 months. Almost 6. 5 months, almost 6, bro. That's how long I've been on this tower. I guess only a couple of streams within 5 months have been about Polychromatic Zero, because there have been the Balbrix streams and the Grace streams and the Nullscape streams. I have gotten very distracted in my TOPZ grind, and there was the 2 weeks, and there was the 2 weeks and a half where I was in the Umbrella realm, so I couldn't even upload, like, at all. Or stream. Like, come on. Tell me y'all remember the Umbrella era. Where I was just in... I just pulled out the Umbrella, like, in Tower of the Umbrella, the user. And I just pieced out for, like, 2 weeks. I made posts for, like, the first week. But then I just completely pieced out in the second week because I had to go to a no electronics summer camp. For whatever reason. Yeah, don't ask me. So that's why I didn't post for a solid week. Oh wait, I forgot. I called the 2 weeks where I was gone, me being stuck in the Mortis Torment dimension, and I called the half week that I was gone the Umbrella. I remember now. My bad, y'all. Sorry for misinfo. It was actually half a week in the Umbrella realm and 2 weeks in the Mortis Torment dimension. To be fair. So that's a history lesson in all the times I've been completely gone from streaming. I guess the only other time where I wasn't streaming every other day was, like, everything before November 1st. Because November 1st was when I actually found out how to stream. But even then, that was, like, 20th, 29th, 30th, 31st. That was only 4 days of my channel existing where I wasn't doing streams. That's insane. The first 4 days of my channel, I didn't really know how to stream. But then everything after that was streams. That's insane. By the way, I just realized my channel is about to become 1 year old very, very soon. October 28th is going to be an insane stream. That's all I'm saying. Because my channel was created October 28th, 2025. But I did my first stream on November 1st. But, like, bruh. I don't know why, but literally everything that happened in my channel in 2025, excluding October, was, like, November and December 2025 era of this channel was so peak, bro. 2025 was such a peak time to be a fan of Blueum. Because there's the community Christmas tree, there was me getting into Battle Bricks. There was a bunch of new people joining. There was me actually doing towers and enjoying my soul crushing grinds. Only bad thing about that era was what the hell? Okay, bro. Every single fail has just been from floor 7 straight to the bottom of floor 1. How is that fair? How has nothing caught me ever? How has nothing caught me in, like, the last 2 bad fails? How has nothing at all caught me? Like, every single time that's done. Like, how have I just fallen straight to the bottom of floor 1 with nothing catching me, bro? Do you know how rare that is, bro? That's like Ito dropper type stuff, bro. Like, I just stood still and nothing caught me because I was in the most convenient position. Yeah, for real. But trust, this will be the winning stream. I just gotta speedrun this until... I just gotta brute force speedrun until I win. Trust. Hold up, wait. Check this out. I just gotta brute force speedrun until I win, bro. Trust. Okay, never mind. We are no longer brute force speedrunning. We are actually taking time to think about the jumps because... Also, how come half of my hand always falls asleep while I'm playing this game? Like, what? I'm using all of my hand while I'm playing this game. I'm using all parts of all my hands in this game. And yet, half of my left hand always just falls asleep. Because apparently I'm not pressing my A and Shift key enough. Like the hell? And it just feels so weird for the rest of the time I grind the tower. Like, I swear. Yo! This is why A6 IQ1 is the underrated GOAT of obbying. Cause like Monster is a block, has all the verifications, sure. But who proceeds to beat all its verifications like 1 month after they happen? A6 and Gihad, bro. They're the true GOATs of obbying. Not Monster is a block, bro. But luckily, A6 should get some top 1 verifications. Because A6 has never gotten a top 1 verification. That's, like, actually sad. But A6 will get a top 1 verification one day because, Monster is a block is busying himself with, the worst tower to ever exist. So, luckily, A6 should be able to snatch a top 1 verification before Monster is a block finally beats the worst Unreal ever to exist. Because was it Quest for Perfection? I forgot its name. I think Block is currently busy with something called Quest for Perfection. I don't know if that's the other garbage one, though. Or, wait, no, it's Drive Towards Human Limits. It's Drive Towards Human Limits. Like, trust me when I say A6 will get a top 1 verification. Because Drive Towards Human Limits has luckily caught Block in a net of sorts. Like he's a bug. So he should be, just basically frozen in time. Kind of like Doggy with Grief. And since he is frozen in space-time, A6 should be able to verify a new top 1, maybe. Who knows? And by that, I mean Great Citadel of Infinite Void. I mean... Great Citadel of Eternal Void. Yeah. I think GCO EV is gonna be next top 1. I don't know though. I'm not really active in the top towers list. So I don't really know if something's gonna be a top 1 or not. But all I know is that until Block completes Drive Towards Human Limits, A6 is gonna be able to get all the verification he wants without Block snatching them. Just like he did with, Towine. By the way, watching A6 fail the last jump of Towine was, like, so sad, bro. It was like watching your favorite character die, bro. I swear. And then Block robbed the verification, like, 1 day later. But now that Block is busying himself with, literal garbage, literal bunions,
A6 should actually be able to get some verifications that won't get stolen by monsters a block. Hopefully. Because he's stolen all of the major top 3 verifications right now. Okay, cool. Yes. Luckily. Oh my god, bro! Bro, these fails suck. Why do all my fails on this tower suck? Living, breathing human being crying over a rectangle game, by the way. I don't know, man. I'm just an emotional person overall. To the point where I cry over flipping blocks. I cry over loop failing a flipping rectangle in a flipping block game. Like, think about how sad that is, bro. Like, genuinely. Also, this isn't Ito related. This is related to a different game that I play that probably none of y'all play in chat. But it's so funny that Bucket Bazard, the owner of Balbricks, has probably finished all of Chapter 5 Update Part 2. Except for, like, the music tracks, which he's waiting for Robot Rob to get done. But Robot Rob is probably, getting the songs delayed by him having to strike down stolen versions of his songs. Because that's why Chapter 5 was getting delayed so much. So because Robot Rob has been busying himself with doing other stuff that isn't making the replacement tracks for Chapter 5 Part 2, the update, because Chapter 5 is already finished. I think Bucket Bazard is just feeding us by just making useless patches. And not useless, actually. Patch 3 was pretty, influential in the way that was basically just the Chapter 5 balance changes all over again. Except now under the name of the average major nullscape update. And it also patched the best feature in the entire game, which was being able to cheese the stupid Chronos clock math. So, yeah, why did you do that, Bucket Bastard? Anyways, I'm gonna start talking about Ito again. Sorry, I just got super off track, because I'm mad, because he probably has already made Lil Mortis. He's probably already made Lil Mortis and all the things that are gonna get added in Chapter 5 Part 2 update. But I'm pretty sure that since Robot Rob is still making the replacement music tracks, he's just kind of, feeding us with random balance changes that are half good, half garbage. That's how I describe them, at least, because, listen, Patch 3 might have buffed some of my underrated goats, like making Lil Doombringer actually viable to use again. But also had some bad changes, such as patching the Chronos clock cheese and doing literally nothing about all the stages that people were struggling on. That being Oscar Apparition. Like, it did a tiny amount of stuff to Oscar Apparition, because it did buff some of the units, which did make it so that 3-star 2 more Oscar Apparition was eventually completable. Anyways, once again, I'm so sorry I'm getting distracted by stuff that this chat does not know about. By this chat, I mean, because for some reason my community is split in half. There's the people who only tune in for the Ito streams, and there's the people who only tune in for literally everything else. With the mods being the only exceptions. Like, everyone who I've modded on this channel is everyone who either barely shows up or shows up for every single type of stream. Luckily. By the way, I should probably mod Autumn, because Autumn barely appears, but Autumn was, like, my second ever viewer, so I gotta salute them for that. So I should probably mod Autumn, like, next time they join. Because they are one of the OGs, and I do trust them with being a mod for my chat. But at the same time, we do kind of have too much mods. Like, I can count them, hold up. There's Friendly Kitty, who was kind of just an impulse modding, because they're one of my friends, one of my best friends. Igor, who, obvious reasons, he shows up for literally every stream. Fahrenheit, who is basically just the Igor of the Thinning Layers era. Negative, who was the first ever viewer, and Botrix, who is the bot that barely shows up, and once he does, he only just says, "I am alive," and then just dips for the rest of the stream. I don't know why, it's super odd. The only times Botrix has ever appeared is just to say, "I am alive," and then just leave. Probably because I made him say, "I am alive" every once in a while, so I knew that he was alive. But for some reason, my chatbot is just faulty in the way that it just doesn't want to join any of my streams. That's why I'm probably gonna switch to Nightbot. Y'all might get to see Nightbot soon. Who knows? Because Nightbot would actually do all the things that I would want it to do, instead of only appearing once just to say one thing. Because, I don't know. But, floor 7! Hey! Floor 7! Yay! I'm so happy, bro. I actually made floor 7. Also, the Mighty Eagle scene in the first Angry Birds movie is literally how everyone back in 2023 JTEL was describing Skitsuna. And for valid reason, too. Skitsuna was the What the hell are these fails? The hell are these fails? What the hell are these fails, bro? What the hell are these fails? It's only... Every single fail on floor 7 has just been straight to floor 1, bro. I swear. No exceptions. Every single floor 7 fail is straight to floor 1 because of stupid RNG head hairs. Like, seriously, bro. Why are 99% of this tower's head hairs so RNG? Like, all of the floor 7 head hairs are so RNG because we have that stupid slanted one, and then we have that one near the end that's just so stupid as hell. Like, basically, almost every single head hair in this that this tower has to offer that isn't trust related is just super RNG. I don't know why. Like, this tower should probably be remade because right now it kinda sucks. Specifically floor 7, by the way. Floor 7 is the worst thing to ever curse Zone 5. Floor 7 sucks. So does floor 5. This is why TOPZ. This is why TOPZ is the worst Zone 5 tower in my opinion. It's because of floor 5 and floor 7.
So yeah, I would say 5 mods is about all we need right now in this era of the channel, where it's still kind of small. But I will say, as soon as I get, like, over 1,000 subscribers, I will definitely add way more mods. Especially since I only really keep around the mods, so I know which people are important. Because I don't really need the mods. Because whenever I ban people, whenever I need to ban people, I just do it myself. And for timeouts, y'all mods don't really time out people because there is no people needed to time out, which I respect that, you know. But if there's ever a super toxic person joining the chat, just make sure to time out them. Remember that you have mod permissions and time out bad people, okay? And if someone needs banned, just tell me, okay? Just tell me so I can do the funny ban ceremony. Because the ban ceremony is the best part of every single stream where someone gets banned. Also, something that I hate about the entire split audience issue is because 99% of my viewers are part of the BattleBricks chat. Like, there's only like 2 viewers that are here for Ito only. That being Polychromatic Zero and I guess some of the random Ito viewers. Oh yeah, also Steakwad. So Steakwad and Polychromatic Zero are the only like semi-consistent viewers that only show up for TOPZ. And then literally everyone else that isn't a mod only shows up for BattleBricks. It's so weird. Like, someone should really tell all the BattleBricks viewers to start watching my Ito streams too. Because Ito isn't a bad game, guys. It's about as good as BattleBricks, if not better. Y'all need to start watching streams that aren't about your favorite games, okay? I don't think I'll ever be able to fix that issue unless I can personally come to the house of every single BattleBricks only viewer and tell them to watch other games from me that aren't BattleBricks. Or any BattleBricks adjacent games. Because y'all might see some streams of BattleBricks fan games soon. Because I have found some super good BattleBricks fan games. Yeah. I don't want this to be another losing TOPZ stream, because that means that the elevator is going to become even more cramped because it's getting infested. And by the elevator, I mean the pre-stream elevator. Let me show you some comparison images. I should just straight up delete this one. Because the drama's already done. The Fancy Martyr drama has been all resolved, so let me just I have screenshots to show you. So at first, it was only one of these guys in the elevator. It was only one of these things in the elevator originally. Taking the place of where Two More Battler was. And then it was like this. And now, it's like this. So every stream, they just multiply. So, I'm convinced that if I take even longer to beat Polychromatic Zero, that the elevator is just gonna become entirely infested, and we're just gonna have to get a new pre-stream. I'm convinced. Because they keep appearing. I have to call it like pest control or something. Actually, never mind. They're doing good for the entertainment value. I have seen way better stats on the Ito streams since I added them, so we good, actually. So, I'll let the sites stay, okay? By the way, they are called Site. S-A-I-T. Their full legal is Saint, but we just call them the S-A-I-T sites. And they've just been taking over the elevator in recent times. I don't know how to get them away. I don't know how to stop them. They've just kind of been there. And I can't stop the site infestation. So I'll keep them. But when the TOPZ streams are done, they'll probably leave. So we're gonna keep the sights around unless they become an infestation in the pre-stream. And if that happens, then I'll just probably, you know, use my powers of manipulating the pre-stream by will and take them all away. Because I forgot this entire time that I can do that. But I'm keeping them around for entertainment value, okay? I'm keeping them around for entertainment value. And friend... Wait, hold up. Did she leave? Okay, never mind. It's also Friendly Kitty, but Friendly Kitty just barely talks in chat. Because she's drawing right now. She's cooking up a masterpiece, and y'all need to respect that, okay? Probably something for art fight if we're being for real, but it could also be something else. Like, Friendly Kitty, if you are willing to take the tiniest of breaks from your lock-in just to prove to these two that you are also in the chat, that would be much appreciated. Because these two are convinced that it's only them chatting. Okay, another floor 5 run. This is most likely gonna end up as a floor 7 run because I haven't really fallen on floor 5. Like, as soon as I get the floor 6 button progress, I don't know why, but floor 5 also becomes super easy. Probably because I've already done the stupid beat block part. Wait, unless the third person is a different person, but... Yeah, I can see they're online right now. Like, I can check through Steam. Cause Friendly Kitty is the only is my only Steam friend right now due to my lack of friends who have Steam, so, yeah. There is. It's not even someone lurking in the darkness. It's someone, lurking in the darkness, but not paying attention to the stream whatsoever. Only paying attention to the audio. Floor 6, which is absolutely free. I love how free floor 6 is once you get the button progress. Because, like, floor 6 does have the most annoying jumps in the entire tower. But after you do the annoying jumps, it's, yeah. Free 7 run, because after you get the floor 6 button progress, after you get all the button progress prior to floor 7, floor 5 and 6 just become free for me for some reason. I don't know why. But floor 5 also just becomes kind of free because I'm used to doing it so much times. Only reason I'm not doing 5 first try usually is because of, it's because of the stupid beat block part. I hate beat blocks, like, a lot. Which is probably why it was a bad thing that I did beat block Berserk as one of my progression remorselesses. As one of my progression rems. I failed the last jump of beat block Berserk, which was absolutely free. And I don't even know how, bro. It's probably just the last jump curse. It's the last jump curse. You know why? Because I put last jump in chat, since this was before the, incident. I put last jump in the chat. And by before the incident, I mean back when I could, talk to everyone. I put last jump in the chat, but then I failed the last jump. And I put last jump in the chat in the same fashion as that one guy. So I'm convinced that it's just a curse. Where if you put in all caps, last jump in the chat, you will fail the last jump. Like, that has to be a phenomenon in the Ito community. Come on. The last jump curse. Because how come it happens all the time? It could have possibly happened more times and we just wouldn't have known. It happened with the cows guy. It happened with me. It's probably happened with even more people. So yeah, that's just a theory. In Ito theory. Like and subscribe for more Ito theories. Next up, we have the impact of Slammo on the Ito community. But yeah, I am convinced that the last jump curse is real. Because every single time I say in caps last jump, except for like my winning laptop splitting run, it has resulted in disaster. I would know because I've only said it 2 times, and one of those times, resulted in me failing. So it's a curse. It's a curse that only works on towers above intense. I'm convinced. That if you say last jump in all caps in chat on a remorseless, you will fail the last jump. Yeah, see? There is a third person who is chatting every once in a while. See? Oh! Yeah, true. But still, it happens every once in a while. And it's odd. It's an odd thing. I don't know why it's happening. I don't know how it's happening. But every once in a while, when someone puts in all caps last jump in the chat. Okay, bro, what the hell was that fail? Are we seeing that, bro? That jump is just the most RNG thing ever. I literally hit my head on something that was basically invisible, bro. Something that was basically invisible. Was just... Like, how am I supposed to see that, bro? Unless I zoom out more, which I am not doing that. Because, like, imagine playing Ito like this, bro. I'm not doing that stuff. Yeah, I know. This is why every single fail that happens on floor 7 of this tower just sucks. For me specifically. This stream is just the stream where I make it to floor 7 every once in a while, but every time I fail on floor 7, the most wild stuff ever happens. Cause like, why has the most wild stuff always happened? It either ends with me falling straight to floor 1 through a conveniently placed hole, or me ragdolling. Like, explain. Explain. Basically, every single floor 7 fail that isn't right onto the floor 6 safety net. Has always just resulted. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I got this. But if I do have to take a break this stream, then I'm much willing to do so, because this is when all my old Ito streams, before I realized that I could make streams last longer than 2 hours. Usually all my old Ito streams ended at the hour 30 mark. When it was 6:30 for me. But now that I've started doing longer streams, they've lasted longer. So yeah, y'all might get a break session this stream. And I would recommend y'all to stay around, so you can know when more TOPZ happens. I'm talking about you, Polychromatic Zero, who always leaves when the stream isn't about Polychromatic Zero. Or Ito. Because, like, imagine if you were only here for Polychromatic Zero. Like, you were just, like, only there for Polychromatic Zero, and every other Ito stream after Polychromatic Zero, you'll just be gone. And only whispered in Legends, because you might be in some clips from this time period. But even then, all the clips on my channel have the chat cropped out, so. And by that, I mean that all the clips on my channel, are in shorts, and in shorts, chat just doesn't show up in the clips, so. You might be forgotten if you don't show up in Ito streams past Polychromatic Zero era. Ooh. Ooh. Oh wow, stupid jump. Stupid RNG jump. Stupid, overly awkward RNG jump. Okay, good. I hate that jump because of how RNG it is, bro. Like, that jump has always resulted in disaster, bro. What the? Yo! Yo! An actually good run! That doesn't result in the most... Yeah, I am planning on doing that. Flood Escape 2 stream will come very, very soon. Mostly so I can take notes on, something for a tower creator tower that I'm working on. That will have a Flood Escape section. Because I'm working on a tower creator tower that's gonna have, like, a Flood Escape based floor. So, I'm gonna be taking some notes, you know? But yeah, you will see Flood Escape 2 in a stream. Because it is obby-centric. You know, it is an obby-centric game. And we do like obbies here, unless it is Polychromatic Zero, because TOPZ sucks. We do like every other obby that isn't Tower Polychromatic Zero, or Thanos Tower Classic. So, who knows? We will play... The Igor curse should also be listed there, because every time you say something about me getting a high floor, I fall. It's happened before, by the way. I know it's happened before, because you point out that I got a new best, and then I proceed to fail immediately after, I think. I'll know, because I think that clip's lost media, because it's a privated stream. But I remember you saying something about me getting high on Polychromatic Zero, and then me just failing. Like, that's genuinely insane. Oh my god! Why is half my hand falling asleep, bro? Radar, why does half my hand never fail to just fall asleep? Like, it's so annoying. Someone should invent a device that just automatically wakes up that one half of your hand that just falls asleep during obbying, I swear. Because it's always the half on my left hand that I use to press shift. Yeah. Because notice how it's always when the chat pops up, right? Notice. Oh, no shot, bro. This might be... Yeah, it is going to be a new best for A6, bro. This might be a floor 70 run for him, bro. No way. It might actually be a floor 70 stream for him, bro. Who knows? Might be a flip to floor 70. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, okay, bro. Yeah, that, bro. That. New check to make sure that doesn't happen. I will have to press shift 20 times whenever I'm at a stopping point. Yeah, see, this is working. This is actually working, bro. Chat, I found a bug fix. I found out how to fix the bug of half of my hand falling asleep. See? Now is it falling asleep? Although I might forget to do... Okay, hold it. Either that or I can just remind it whenever I feel the slightest bit of that. Actually, I'm gonna use that method from now on. Hold up. I'm not gonna spam shift. I'm just gonna... Nah, this always happens. Trust. This always happens. This just always happens when I'm doing this tower, I swear. I don't know, bro. Hold up, should we low-key take like a tiny break just to watch his stream? Hold up. Let me go to the, cause I forgot how to. Eternal Towers of Hell. And pray that we find his stream. Okay, good. Type live. Where the hell is it? Also, this I never noticed this until I started playing Rain World. Curlide to Zero, who I know because of all the streams they do. I've seen this person in a couple of Ito comment sections. Holy elite bomb emoji for that thumbnail, but hold up. Is it A6IQ1? A6IQ1. Yep. Yeah, let's watch his live, chat. We're doing a watch party. Watch party. Watch party. Watch party. Yay! Watch party. Go away. No, what game is this, bro? Someone in chat is saying, bro, what game is this? If his chat wasn't sub-only mode, I would genuinely just say that. I would genuinely just type fluid and randomly, like, not his chat has. The chat makes this terrible. Noah Henry. Wait, he hit 600 subs while playing this stream. A6 will defeat the Imperial Towers. Yeah, bro. Okay, I'm losing. Wait, I just realized he's doing a nil. He is doing a nil. This guy's doing a nil, bro. This guy's doing a nil. I didn't know. Oh no. Bro, I saw evil Noah Henrique. Who the hell is Noah Henrique? Is someone who is watching this stream in the A6 stream confirm to me who the hell Noah Henrique is? Because I don't know who Noah Henrique is. Who is Noah Henry? Alright, okay, watch party over. That was cool. I still don't know who the hell Noah Henrique is. But hey, this guy doesn't know about Noah Henrique lore. That's only because I'm a new gen in the A6 chat. Like, that was my first ever time watching an A6 stream. I've only been getting my A6 news from watching Jato Made Easy. By the way, why did Jato Made Easy go from Gyat Brain Rot? He went from Gyat Battle Brain Rot to, even worse Brain Rot to becoming Ito News Slop. Like, bro, I miss back in the days when Jato Made Easy posted Brain Rot instead of just becoming the secret way of Ito. Like, bro, I miss back when his shorts were just obby talk. Now his shorts are just secret way. secret way of Geometry Dash, but Ito. That's literally all his shorts now. If you've watched J-To Made Easy in like the past 3 months. I miss the old J-To Made Easy, bro. Cause now he's just Obby News. Like, doesn't Nolicity have that job? Y'all remember Obby Slop News? Yeah, bro, I remember that. Don't give me memories, though, because that was something. This top 1 Geometry Dash player is finally going to beat his first extreme. As we all know, the young lion and pasta. That's literally like 99% of his videos nowadays. Like, y'all remember back when he actually made Ito shortcut videos? Now he just makes news. Now he's just the news reporter. He's just a news reporter with a slight side of brain rot, because sometimes he says stuff like IDF soldier. Yeah, bro, I miss Obby Slop News. Obby Slop News was basically just the J-To Made Easy news shorts of 2025. It's also where I got my habit of calling a certain game Ringle Tingle. That's where it comes from. That's where the name Ringle Tingle comes from. If you're ever wondering why I call the game that shall not be named Ringle Tingle, it's because of that. By the way, if Animal Hospital dares to rob Nullscape in the Innovation Awards, then that's gonna get added onto the list, and it's gonna get the same treatment as Regretivator. But like, cause Animal Hospital has a similar fandom, like similar levels of corniness. So if Animal Hospital robs Nullscape, which it probably will, then expect me to give Animal Hospital the same treatment as Ringle Tingle. As in, it will become a sub-goal. Bro. That's not the problem. The problem is just me flicking before jumping. Because I don't do trust flicks the normal way. I do it this way. Hold up, let me demonstrate. I do it this way. I do it by pressing shift when I actually trust flick. Y'all do it like this? Y'all do it like this? I do it like this. Because one might be faster, but that way's just easier for me. That way's just a way easier for me. It also provides more accuracy. Actually, no, it doesn't, but it provides less accuracy, but it is way, like, 10 bajillion times easier to do. Should we go for the Gamba? Should we go for the Gamba to skip, like, 3 jumps? Hold up, wait. I don't think that's possible, actually. Yeah, chat, I don't know if that's possible. So, we're not gonna do it. We are instead, sadly, gonna have to do it the boring way. That doesn't skip, like, 6 jumps. Surprised if y'all haven't noticed that I do trust flicks that way, by the way. Cause there's so much trust flicks nowadays that it should literally be, like, impossible to not notice that that's how I do trust flicks. Bro, what do you mean don't? This is the better way of doing trust flicks. I don't even think T-Pose has arm collision. Like, I can test that out. T-pose. Oh, wait, actually, no, because of the legs. The legs stink still. Never mind. The last time I checked, I do not remember arm collision, like, in this game. And my memory was correct. This game does not have arm collision. Which is a good thing, because imagine how much stuff you would be able to cheese with arm collision and T-pose. You would just be able to, like, glide, basically. It would be like helicopter clipping all over again. Because I swear, every time an emote item is added to this game, it ends up being unusually broken. Because helicopter had heli clipping, and T-pose is just good for, like, anything. Like, it's good for aligning yourself, it's good for avoiding kill bricks, it's good for stiffening your joints, it's good for really just anything. And then helicopter is also kind of good, because helicopter has something similar to, it has something similar to T-pose, that being that they can both bypass the kill bricks. They both make it so you only get 5 damage dealt to you per kill brick part, which makes them super useful for kill brick mazes. By the way, screw kill brick mazes, bro. Wait, no. Don't say it. The only funny numbers you are permitted to say here are 5-5 and 4-4. 4-4. Because 5-5 is the one that my favorite Geometry Dash YouTuber made, and 4-4 is the one that I made. By the way, 4-4 is so OG. 4-4 was made back in the 2025 era. I just realized that. 4-4 was made before most of y'all even joined the live chat for the first time. Actually, I think it was before all y'all joined the live chat for the first time. It was made back in December 2025, I'm pretty sure. That's before all of y'all joined the chat for the first time. Okay. Oh, yeah, my bad. My bad. But to be fair, 67 is also an unfunny way because it has no meme behind it. But it's either an unfunny meme or just unfunny in the sense that it doesn't have anything funny attached to the saying. That saying of 67. Yeah, bro, I just realized. F9. Hold up, chat. I just realized that chat is kind of like... Chat is kind of nerfing me, bro. Cause, like, think of it. Y'all are, like, covering up a quarter of my screen. Okay, luckily it did not. Don't worry. It did not give out the Igor course. The Igorkers. The Ikers. The eye candy. The Tower of Eye Candy. This jump is a bad omen, bro. Okay, good. By the way, that's because that's the jump where that was my personal best jump for a while, bro. My personal best jump all the way until I made it to floor 10. Okay. This part's free. What the hell? What the hell? Okay. And you get the worst jump up in the entire tower award. Seriously though, bro, that spinner is so RNG. Trust me when I say, believe me when I say this, that spinner is the most RNG thing ever, bro. That spinner is the most RNG jump to ever bless this game, ever curse this game, bro. The most RNG jump ever, bro. It's so RNG that isn't even funny. Because it's a moving platform, wraparound, and those tend to suck. Anyways, I'm gonna burn down an orphanage after the stream ends. That's a joke, by the way. But seriously, that jump is so RNG because it's a moving wraparound. Like, does that not sound RNG to you, or at least like physics RNG? Because yeah, physics RNG, because that's the correct term. That's literally just physics RNG. Because like sometimes you lag. Okay, cool. As long as A6 flukes, for as long as A6 flukes, Great Seal of Eternal Void, I will stay grinding this tower, okay? It's not really RNG, but it's RNG in my book because every single free jump that I fail to is RNG, okay? If I fail to a free jump, then it's RNG, like automatically. If I fail to a free jump, it is now considered RNG to everyone. Okay? Like, obviously not super hard jumps, but like any free jump that I fail to is RNG. Like, actually. Also, how about this? We aren't ending stream until either, my stupid bum parents that I hate force me to stop streaming, or we beat TOPZ. Who's with me? Who's with me? Not ending stream until we beat TOPZ. Not ending stream until we beat TOPZ. Who's with me? Because I've gotten so consistent at this tower, bro. I've gotten so consistent at everything before floor 9. Come on now. This has to be winning stream. This is going to be winning stream. And nobody's going to stop me from this being winning stream, okay? This will be winning stream. Oh no, probably yes. There is a method that I could use. There is a music listening. There is, no, not unspoken rules. They're all listed on the rules stuff. I mean, all the important ones are listed on the rules stuff. All the mandatory ones are listed on the rules. Also, special song is gonna be Battle Bricks all day, okay? Special song is gonna be Battle Bricks all day. Yeah, sorry, Ito community 0, Battle Bricks side of the community 1, Ito side of the community 0. I'm so sorry. Next song I make will have more Ito references, though. Don't worry. Hi, welcome. You missed nothing. The only thing you missed was, me failing my second best jump. Of me failing a free jump and then me getting super emotional because I literally cry over everything, bro. I swear, I am so weak, bro. I cry over everything. I cry over a fail from floor 7 to floor 1. I cry over, like, something that I slightly liked getting changed, bro. I cry over everything. I am such an emotional human being, but then I proceed to not cry at all for stuff that I should cry over. Like, when I tell you that I cried over, like, simple Ito fails, but then I proceed to just stay in silence for, like, whenever I get banned from a game that I really like. Cause, I swear, I did not cry once about my Block 8 ban, bro. I just stayed in silence for, like, the day. The day that I got banned, and the day after, I was just completely silent. I didn't cry at all. But then I proceeded to cry to, talking about crying. Like, heck, I'm feeling some tears right now, bro. I am such an emotional human being, for no reason whatsoever. No way, bro! I swear, if he flukes it, then we gotta fluke it too, bro. Come on. If he flukes to a high floor, then we gotta fluke to, like, the end of floor 10. Yeah, my bad. And also my good friend Pepperoni made a post about how insane the stuff they do to you at the dentist is. But I swear the eye doctor is, like, not bad physically, but I swear as someone who wears glasses, the mental trials that you have to go through, in order to get a new prescription is insane. Like, bro, they just be like, okay, what's better, A or B? A, and they barely even look the same. Okay, black or red? I barely see a difference, but black. Okay, out of all the 20 numbers I showed you, which one was the best for you? 17, I bet. I think you chose the wrong prescription. Like, I swear, that's literally how it feels getting new glasses prescriptions. Like, they just force you to choose between two things that look the exact same. And also, by the way, if you couldn't tell, the joke I was making was, roulette. Because, like, you are forced, as someone with glasses, you are forced to choose between, like, 12. There are, like, 12 things where I just go, like, A or B, and they look the same, but you gotta choose, so you just say something. And then it takes, like, 30 minutes. And then they barely even look different from your old glasses. Like, it's genuinely insane. Like, the only time it looks different is, like, the first question. And then everything after the first question that they ask you at the eye doctor to get new glasses is just barely even a difference. So yeah, that's my experiences with the eye doctor. Another honorable mention to more stuff that I've had to endure at the eye doctor, that being the stupid machine that blows air through your eyes. They literally blow air into your eyes. And also that one thing where they flashbang you to take a picture of the insides of your eyes. So, yeah, honorable mentions to those, but I hate how much questions they ask you when you're getting new glasses prescriptions, when they barely even look different. Like, it's legit just, clear vision, or would you like clear vision, but rotated 15 degrees? But we rotated, like, the thingy to control the mechanism 15 degrees, and it barely even looks different. The only difference is it looking a tiny bit more blurry. Like, it's just grueling trials, bro. The eye doctor is genuinely insane. I swear. Yo, bro, okay. What the hell was that jump? I got flat-sided. Or something. Like, it just refused to register. Okay. Okay. Okay, bro. Yeah, can we not go back to that era of slop chat? That's why I call it, by the way, slop chat. Because y'all were just not saying anything related to the actual stream whatsoever. Y'all were just teaching me the Polish language, bro. Like, listen, Vemi Dog is cool and all, but like, whenever he joins, I swear, the chat just ends up being me learning the Polish language. Also, the worst part about going to the eye doctor is when they ask you, how much hours do you spend on a screen daily? Cause I have to either say a lot or straight up lie, because I don't have an exact number. Probably like around 10 hours a day, cause I am that cooked. But, and they always tell me to take breaks from the screen every once in a while, but I never do. I just say that I have been, and then I move on. Like, that's the worst part of the eye doctor. That one question where they ask you how much hours a day you spend on screens. Because I'm a fat little chud. Just say flipping, bro. Just say flipping, bro. Just use my method. But yeah, the dentist will still be the worst medical branch building that I have to go to yearly, because I did get one of my cavities filled there, and for like 10 seconds it felt like my mouth was getting spring locked. But the eye doctor is a close second, but not because of the things they do to you, but just because of how absurd of an experience it is. Because, like, nothing can top that one time where I got a cavity filled. But at the same time, that machine where they, like, blow air into your eye, I mean, my eye doctor has it, but, like, the thing where they just blow air into your eye, that one hurts so much, bro. That's like your eyes getting spring locked. Heck, it hurts so much that I've just straight up avoided doing it many times in the past. Yeah, for real. Oh my god! This tower, bro. This tower sucks. This tower sucks horribly. This tower sucks a lot. But nah, trust, whenever we fall back to floor 1, we get back to, like, floor 5 in, like, a solid 5 minutes. Because I'm so consistent at these first 4 floors when I'm not loop failing that I low-key can just speedrun them in, like, 5 minutes. Oh my god! Yo! No way, bro. He's probably gonna fail, though, because no way he got a fluke from floor 5 to floor 8. Like, that has to be, like, statistically impossible, bro. Like, bro is doing miracles, I swear. But he's probably gonna fail at floor 8. Because loop 1 is always the hardest, because it's, like, a new thing that you have to get adjusted to. I'd imagine that the first loop would be the hardest. Okay, yeah, cool. But this tower sucks, bro. This tower sucks. I wish I chose something else. I wish I just chose a completely different tower at this point. Nah, cause that would be easier than Toddle. I want a new hardest, but every single insane after Toddle is just not a skill boost. Either that or it sucks. With the sole exception of Rain on My World, of course, but even then that wouldn't be a skill boost. And also, I would get spoilered, which is the worst thing that can ever happen to you as someone currently playing through Rain World. By the way, oh crap, I just realized I haven't made part 2 of the playthrough yet. But trust me, it will come very soon. I have recorded it. I just gotta edit it, which barely takes any time. But so much recording footage I have to go through that it just takes actually way too long to edit, even though there's barely any editing in the first place. Only editing is like cutting out a slight amount of boring parts and adding like the shoe squeaking. Like, adding sound effects and shoe squeaking and like something else occasionally. That's like the only editing I have to do on the second channel. And that's why I created it, due to the drought of log forms on this channel. I created it so it could have... Yeah, it's okay, you can still clutch, I would think. But I heavily respect all of y'all who are dual streaming this and the A6 stream, because y'all just get to update me on it, because of course I have to focus on this tower. And also, do not worry, Friendly Kitty, you will see part 2 as soon as I am done grinding this stupid tower, because this tower has been sucking all the joy out of my days. This tower has been making me not want to start a new day. This tower has been making life ever so more miserable the more I stream it. This tower sucks. And that's why I'm streaming it. For clips. And for hopefully one of the clips to one day blow up and go viral. Which one other hasn't, but trust me when I say that the 1 in 1,000 chance will happen one day. Like, Jinxie blew up because of that one rubber ducky clip, so why can't I blow up because of a TOPZ clip? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why A6 is the GOAT, bro. Also, why the hell am I loop failing floor 1 and 2? They are literally the freest floors ever, bro. I am failing the freest floors ever, bro. I am failing the easiest floors of the tower, bro. Oh my god, bro. Also, where the hell did Polychromatic Zero go? Where is he, bro? Come back in the chat right now. Polychromatic Zero, come back into the chat right flipping now. I do not care what you are doing. Just, if you're in the oh. See? 3! Also, why do y'all leave for this tiny amount of time? I just realized my dad probably doesn't know that I'm streaming, so if dinner is ready, he could probably just full-on leak my full legal. That thought terrifies me. Because trust me when I say that, especially in the older streams, my parents have doxed me multiple times. Heck, that's why I had to private them all. I had to private them all because my parents randomly just waking up one day and being like, oh boy, what a perfect time to yell my son's full legal name at 6 p.m. At 6 p.m. Oh my god! Bro! It's the same 2 floors! It's the easiest floors in the entire tower! Bro! It's the 2 easiest floors in the entire tower, bro! Let me back up! Bro! Why am I, what jumps am I even loop filling? Like, I haven't even noticed. Because I've just been autopiloting this entire time. I just haven't noticed what jumps I'm loop filling. But it's probably like some easy jumps. Oh my god, bro. Just trust. I will stream until I can, okay? I will stream until... I'm just so mopped right now. I apologize, y'all. I'm just so mopped right now. I'm just mopped on the 2 floors. The first 2 floors of the tower. Not even floor 3 and 4 mopped. I would much rather prefer that, but no. It's the type of mopped where I'm loop filling the first 2 floors of the entire tower. Which is worse! Okay, finally, bro. I made floor 3. Finally. Took long enough. I swear, if we gotta try the Forsaken technique, if we gotta try the accursed sealed away technique, then I genuinely don't know what to do. I've only used that technique once, and it resulted in a generational lock-in. I don't want to have to use it. I don't want to have to use it, because it's the stupidest, garbagest, like, most embarrassing and cringe method ever, bro. Yeah, trust. I don't want to have to use the cursed method to unmop, bro. Because it would be super embarrassing for you guys. Don't even question it. You don't want to. Yeah, your brain might be a bit cooked. And also, okay, so basically, it works like this. Hold on. I might be able to pull up recording it. Actually, not, because we gotta lock in. We gotta lock in, okay? We gotta lock in. I will delay leaking what is, unless I'm forced to use it. Unless I am forced to use it, okay? Oh my god. This is why this tower sucks. Like, bro, I'm failing the easiest floors. I am failing the 4 easiest floors that I used to just do with ease, but now I suck at them. Like, it's in the span. Oh, hold up. Yeah, it's been 2 hours. And in the span of 2 hours, I have went from being able to easily speedrun the first 4 floors of this tower to sucking at them. Like, the heck? I'm just gonna hope that I can autopilot method. Because the autopilot method is the closest we can get to locking in, okay? The closest we can get to locking in without me having to pull out the Forsaken method. And by the way, if you're wondering what the autopilot method is, basically I just talk about random stuff while I do TOPZ, and I don't actually focus on TOPZ, and for some reason that tends to make me slowly but surely boil up to the top of the tower. I don't know how, but it just does. Cause last time I did it, I got a new best, so, prepare yourself for 1 more hour of me yapping about random things that I like. Yeah. Muscle memory from doing the practice runs so much, by the way. Because I only did one practice run through, and I am telling y'all that will forever work, bro. The one practice run through method will always work. Y'all just gotta trust the process. And also, every single progression video that I watch to teach me how to complete towers faster just recommends, it just recommends, like, doing massive difficulty leaps, which I don't want to do. Especially because I want to explore as much of the soul-crushing difficulty section as I can on my road to catastrophic. You know, I don't want to jump straight from Polychromatic 0 to Stone Reborn, okay? I don't want to have to make big jumps. Also, holy crap, I'm at floor 5. Anyways, let me go over every single game on my Steam wishlist and go over why it is on my Steam wishlist. So at the top we have Geometry Dash, which is on there because 1, my favorite YouTuber, King Samalot, is a mainly Geometry Dash YouTuber, and 2, because I'm pretty sure that Ito skills carry over to Geometry Dash skills from what I've heard, and it would genuinely be cool for that to become, like, the Ito of Channel 2. Second off is Ultra Kill, and I know it will be super hard to convince my parents to get due to all the blood, but come on, I've played so much, Roblox, Ultra Kill inspired Roblox games, like Retro Kill and Combat Initiation, and I've also LARPed the game, like, a lot at my school. I have LARPed Ultra Kill a lot, despite only have been playing the demo and watching and looking at the wiki every once in a while. And it just seems like a really cool game. Third off, we have, I think Fruitiger Space is number 3 right now. Yeah, that game is coming very, very soon. Or not coming very soon, but it's just coming soon. And it's literally just a Fruitiger Arrow hangout game where you can race people on dolphins. And also build a Fruitiger Arrow inspired house, which is super cool because I am quite literally also referred to as Fruitiger Arrow Man by not anyone on this channel, but I do refer to myself as Fruitiger Arrow Man in, like, random YouTube comment sections every once in a while. Don't ask me why. Hold up, half hand tiredness. Ignore that. Yeah, I forgot the order, so I'm just gonna go over that. Bro! What the hell was that? I was perfectly aligned, bro! What do you mean? I was perfectly aligned! Bro, oh my god, bro. I was perfectly aligned, bro! What do you mean, bro? I was perfectly aligned with the ladder, bro. What do you mean? I was perfectly aligned with it, and oh my god, bro. Well, I was perfectly aligned with it, I swear. Now I can't stop crying, bro. The tears are getting in the way of my eyes, which are making me worse at the game. Okay, crying is for babies, oh my god, I'm so ignorant. Portal 1 and Portal 2 are on there because I have never played Portal 1 before, but I have played Portal 2 before, but the only time I've played it is on my grandma's Xbox 360 that she has now gotten rid of. So, therefore, I just really want to play the series again, you know? Next up, we have Casualties Unknown, which will be even more hard to convince my parents to get, due to there being even more gore than Ultra Kill. Even if the blood is yellow. And Casualties Unknown is just on there because I kind of liked the demo of the game. I played it a bit, I really liked it. One Shot is on there also, because I've seen a lot of one-shot cosplayers on Roblox, and I've heard that the game is super good. So that's why One Shot is on my Steam wishlist. And by the way, One Shot is the game with that funny cat with the yellow ball. That's all I know about it. Yeah, I know. Oh crap! I forgot the rest of the games on my wish list. Hold up, I gotta thunk about this real quick. I gotta ponder on this real quick. I gotta, cause I low-key forgot. Hold up. Oh yeah, Baldi's Basics Plus. So it's kind of the outlier on my wish list, but trust me when I say that Baldi's Basics Plus is actually peak fiction. Like, I have watched videos of it, and it's super good. There's like a sticker system that gives it awesome roguelite mechanics, such as applying stickers in a loadout to gain passives. And there's also like a shop in between every floor because it's a floor-based Delver-like roguelite. And the shops let you get cool items like the funny invisibility potion and some other stuff. So yeah, that's why I want to get Baldi's Basics Plus. There's also Terraria, which is on there because Terraria is a super peak game from what I've heard. And also Terraria is basically 2 games in one because you get Terraria, because you get normal Terraria and then you get Terraria modded Terraria, which is actually 3 games. Terraria, Calamity mod, and every other Terraria mod. Because none of them can top Calamity mod. I've seen so much stuff with Calamity mod. I haven't added any Calamity mod music to the Bangers playlist, but trust me when I say I will, because before I actually got a YouTube account, I would blast that stuff all the time, bro. Because Calamity mod music is super good. You know, DM Dokuru, I think is how you pronounce his name. He makes super good music. That's the same reason why I went to play Limbus Company, because of Patches of Violet by Millie, which, by the way, Millie, or whoever made Patches of Violet, I don't know. Patches of Violet is so peak. It was one of the first songs to get added onto the Bangers playlist. It was in the first wave of songs to get added to the Bangers playlist. And the first wave of songs added to the Bangers playlist is the bestest of the Bangers playlist songs. Like, the first 10 songs on the Bangers playlist are the best ones, because they were added first. Which means that they were just an impulse ad, like, instantly, because I listened to them before I made the Bangers playlist, and they were just super good. So, yeah. Did I forget one of them? I don't think I did. I think that's all of them. Oh yeah, Balatro! It's on my wish list because I did play like a web port of it unblocked at school, and I really liked it. And I've watched Balatro modded gameplay on like Yahia Mice's channel. He makes super good content, by the way. That's why I'm subscribed to Yahia Mice, because he makes super good content, mainly Minecraft stuff, but he makes other stuff too. And yeah, I just really want Balatro. And some other games that aren't on my wish list yet, but will get added once I clear it up a little bit, include Binding of Isaac, because I really like the Flash version of Binding of Isaac. And, that's it, I think. Yeah, I think that's it for my Steam wishlist. But expect some of those games to be on the second channel eventually. Once I get all of them, of course. Except for maybe Casualties Unknown, because I don't know, and Ultra Kill, because I don't know how the hell I'm gonna convince my parents to get those. Because they are kind of strict. Like, kind of. Like, the tiniest bit. as you can tell by them manually ending the stream that one time. Y'all probably don't, none of y'all were there for the stream where they had to manually end the stream, but trust me, it happened, and trust me, it was some Folk Valley degloved stuff, bro. What do you mean bread quality? Hold it. Stream health. Okay, never mind. It says stream health is excellent, so we good. So bread quality, and trust me when I say I will play way more Steam games than those that I have listed. 100%, because more will get added. Oh, there you are, Polychromatic Zero. You were gone for a decent chunk of the stream. Probably just gone during the parts where I was mopped. Which, by the way, lucky you. You didn't get to witness me crying over and over again, because I was loop failing the first 2 floors somehow. By the way, I don't know how I was, okay? Stuff was like a complete and absolute miracle. It was a bad type of miracle, okay? It was a bad type of miracle because I was loop failing the easiest, most light work of floors. That being the first 2 floors of this tower. Also, a game that y'all might see streamed on this channel, a Roblox game, is Dummy Wars A New Chapter, because I've been playing this game called Dummy Wars A New Chapter. It's kind of like Battle Bricks, but different, and I really like Dummy Wars A New Chapter, so y'all might see that streamed on this channel. Because Dummy Wars A New Chapter is a good game. I should just call it Dummy Wars, since the original Dummy Wars has been seized and purged, but Dummy Wars A New Chapter is super cool. It is a bit difficult, but that's just like Battle Bricks, so yeah, don't worry, bro. You're good. You're good. This jump, bro. Yeah, okay, good. That jump has screwed me up so much times just because like sometimes I just slide off the truss. I don't know how, but it has happened a lot of times before. Floor 9 outside? Hold up, this is probably gonna end up in another garbage fail. But I don't really care. Okay. It's close. I grabbed the ledge for a bit, and if I jumped 1 nanosecond earlier, I would have... Yeah, it's a very rare chance, but trust me, when it does happen, it does in fact happen. And it happens very, very rarely. So, you're good. Okay. The hell? Floor 10 run? Chat? Floor 10 run? Whoops. Chat. I'm gonna take a tiny break because my hand is tired. Let me get some water real quick. Yeah, let me change that, actually. I'm gonna take a 5-minute nerve break. Okay? Just a 5-minute nerve break. Man, this water actually isn't really that full. Yeah, bro, it's just ice cubes. I am drinking straight up just ice cubes, bro. Just straight up ice cubes. In a cup. Oh, let's check if there's some new Nullscape news. Imagine if I go to the Nullscape wiki and it's just a vote Nullscape all over. It just only says vote Nullscape. That's the type of stuff it would do. Okay, never mind. Nothing new. But I will go over some cool Nullscape teasers that I saw. A new upgrade called Jet Boosters. Scrap Mall upgrade. Does that mean that enemies will have, like, their own upgrades attached to them? If so, then that's super cool. That's something they would add. They should add, like, an upgrade that matches up with every enemy. That would be honestly cool. Because, like, it says Scrap Mall upgrade, and this has nothing to do with Scrap Mall other than maybe making Scrap Mall easier. Because it's Grace Wings, but better. It's an upgrade to Grace Wings that makes it so that double jumps redirect momentum, and that's cool. Actually, it's more like an upgrade to Matrix. Yeah, it's like a Matrix tetrahedron upgrade. Yeah. Now we need a Void Breaker upgrade. Because a Void Breaker sucks. Level 3 palette thing. What the hell does that mean? Also, I love the Nullscape Discord server so much because, look, bro. Why are there so much different colors of cats, bro? Yeah. So, there's, like, different ones. So, that's cool. Super cool. I love the things that Nullscape is doing to make their game better. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Oh, man, this music, bro. Hearing this, you know, is terrifying, but in the best way possible. If that makes sense. New vest? Already. I mean, every floor 10 run has to be a new vest, basically, because... What the hell? L moving platform. Can we get an L moving platform in the chat? That was not my fault, bro. That was the moving platform. L moving platform, bro. That was literally just the moving platform's fault. L moving platform. Honestly. Such an L moving platform moment, bro. It literally moved as soon as So I should be more patient. I am an impatient human being, so my apologies. Man, I don't know. Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, my nerves, bro. We might need to take another nerve break, chat. How about this? We take a nerve break once I make it to floor 9. Oh no, man, I won't rush next time. I'm just used to practice pacing. Okay, cool, I get it! Oh my god, I get it, bro. I get it. Okay, hold up. Nerve break, let's check. I just realized how old the Nullscape wiki is. Like, this stuff goes back to patch 2 date reveal, bro. Bro, look at how small Nullscape's Discord was back in the day. Like, bro, patch 2 will have gifts that you need to collect, and there was only, like, a total of 20 reactions. This game has grown so much, and that's why I love it. And by this game, I mean Nullscape, by the way, not Ito. Oh my god, my nerves. I am literally shaking like a grandma playing Ito, bro. This is like a grandma playing Ito. That's how shaky I am, bro. Oh my god! Why are my nerves so bad? I'm literally shaking like a grandma. Like, look, you can visibly see the shakiness. You can visibly see the shakiness, bro. Hold up. Run that stuff back. Run that stuff back, bro. Run that stuff back. This has to be clip farm. This has to be like an advanced form of clip farm. Look at how shaky I am. Look how shaky I am, bro. Look how shaky I am right here. It's like visible hand shaking, bro. Oh my god, that is not even clip farming, bro. That is just actually how shaky my stupid hands are. I wish I could just remove my nervous system at this point, bro, because it has screwed me over so much times. I know how important it is to living as a human being, but still, the nervous system has screwed me over so much times in life. Like, how do y'all cure nerves, bro? I know it's about doing nerve control towers, but those suck. Like, 99% of the time. 90% of the time, nerve control towers suck. Like, Unsettling Heights has that stupid, final part. That's... Like, Unsettling Heights was originally gonna be my second soul crushing, but I dropped it due to how stupid Floor 8 and Floor 7 were. Like, there was genuinely just some, like, the mechanism jumps. Like, bruh. You were genuinely just forced to endure the mechanism. I swear. But, bro, oh my god, my nerves suck. There is no recovering. There is no recovering from nerves this bad, bro. My nerves, they suck so bad. Okay. Okay, bro, sometimes every single truss in this game is RNG sometimes. Because when I hold a jump to actually jump off the truss, sometimes I just stick onto the truss. I just, like, stick onto the truss and it doesn't want to bounce off. And I end up acting too early. Because for some reason, it just doesn't want to jump off the truss. Like, if I align myself in a specific way that the truss doesn't like, it will just keep me on the truss for, like, 10 seconds. Even though I'm holding jump. And then it looks like I'm just shaking on the truss, bro. Like, come on, please tell me I'm not the only person who has that problem. Also, why the hell do my nerves suck so bad? Can someone teach me how y'all have actually decent nerves? Please? Because mine suck. My nerves are the worst. Okay, bro. Okay, I'm convinced that I am just fated to never beat this tower. I am convinced that it's just my fate to never ever beat this tower in 1,000 years. It is going to take me 10 streams. It's gonna take me 10 years and 10 streams in those years. It's gonna take me 10 years to beat this tower, bro. Oh my god. This tower genuinely sucks. Bunions, man. I don't even want to make the winning run video because it's gonna be so long. Like, 140 minutes. I have spent 140 minutes on this stupid tower, bro. Like, that is over 2 hours. That is 2 hours and a third. Oh my god! My nerves! My stupid nerves! Bro! Braydar, my nerves suck so bad. How do y'all have actually decent nerves playing this game? Mine suck! How do y'all have actually good nerves playing this game? Because I'm just wobbling and wiggling all the time, bro. Like, it genuinely just sucks to play this stupid... Like, this just sucks, bro. This entire game sucks. This game is just slop nowadays. This game used to be fun. I used to actually enjoy playing this game, but now it sucks. This game is just sucks, bro. Like, oh my god, it's this game, bro. This game just sucks nowadays. It used to be so good, but now this game just sucks. I have to lock my door. Hold up. I have to lock my door so my parents don't barge in, by the way. Because it'll delay the inevitable a little bit. I will say that. I have learned from experience that it doesn't delay the inevitable a little bit. And if I want to delay the inevitable even more, I can barricade it with my closet, which I have done a couple of times, but yeah, I know. But oh my god, this tower sucks! Why couldn't I just have been blessed with a better 4th soul crushing, man? This just sucks! This tower sucks, man! This stream is probably gonna get sniped in the same way that some of the other TOPZ streams have, but I honestly don't care. By the way, by that I mean YouTube's gonna think that I am young because of the way I sound and how emotional I am. And then they're gonna just say, frick you, we're privating this stream manually. We're privating this stream by ourselves because you sound too young. Even though I should be able to stream, I am old enough to stream, and trust me when I say that, okay? YouTube, I am over the age of 16. Do not strike down my, I just have a squeaker voice. YouTube, I am a 17-year-old with a super massive squeaker voice, okay, YouTube? Take that, YouTube. Just listen to that, okay, please? Don't strike the stream down. Amen. Also, hold up, wait. Okay, good. I was just about to say, if Polychromatic 0 left and Friendly Kitty left, I was gonna crash out, because they were the two keeping me sane throughout this entire thing, bro. Also, update me on A6. Update me on A6. Please. How is A6 doing right now? Oh my god! I need more people to yap about. Yap to. I need more people to yap to, please. Please. Okay, God, bro! I hate moving platforms. Remove every single moving platform from this game. Because they all suck. They all suck. Every single moving platform just ends up moving as soon as I actually am about to use it. They just end up moving. They just move. They just move. They move all the time. Can they do anything else? Like, can they stay still when I actually want them to? Jeez. Like, it's always whenever I flick off a truss or whenever I jump, they just move. I swear. And now I have tears in my eyes, which is a debuff, bro. Oh my god, I hate this tower. Okay, nice. See, he's at floor 73. Why can't I get back to floor 10? You know, just bippity-boppity-boo, teleport me to floor 10, because I am blue. Gosh darn it, it didn't work. I was about to say, usually that works, like, off stream, but I guess it doesn't work on stream. On stream, I actually have to put effort into the towers, but the reason I have managed to make it up to soul crushing, despite sucking at the game, is because I have a magic genie that teleports me to floor 10 whenever I'm loop failing on the tower. But it doesn't work on soul crushings for some reason. I don't know why. And also, why am I loop failing so much? I hate loop failing. Like, bro, this game, bro, just... Yeah, not even surprised. He was bound to fail eventually. Not even surprised. Oh, wait, I just realized that means floor 8, loop 1. Okay. fairs. Oh my god! This tower sucks! Yeah, no it doesn't. It only works when I'm not recording. Cause how do y'all think I beat Double Trouble as a jump from, a low remorseless? Yeah, the genie, bro. The genie, okay? Yo, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo help me get to floor 10 because I am blue. See, I just made it so it helps me instead of teleport me, cause oh my god! Whoever made this tower should genuinely be banned from ever touching Roblox Studio ever again. Okay? Like, who made this tower? Hold up. Who made this tower? They should be banned. They should have Roblox Studio removed from their device. Like, never cook again, bro. Yeah, Lenaz16, please never touch Roblox Studio ever again. Do us all a favor real quick, and just never cook again. You deserve to have your you deserve to have your contributor license revoked, okay? You deserve to have your contributor license revoked, okay? Because this tower sucks so bad. You made a plague to the Ito community. Hope you know that. Just gotta pray that by the time, like... Also, because is anyone except for you even in the chat? Like, Polychromatic0, type in chat right now if you are real. But if you don't type in chat, you're a bot. You're a bot that thinks that Ito is better than the Eternal Abyss. If you don't type in chat right now. Polychromatic0, you heard that, right? If you don't type in chat right now, you think that Ito is better than Eternal Abyss. Okay, I don't think he's in chat, actually. And I think that one person is Friendly Kitty. Okay, good. The moving platform actually worked in my favor. Now the rest of this should be easy, because it's not moving platform related. I swear, moving platforms to me is gonna be like Windows to that mob, bro. By the way, that's a Verity reference. That's a reference to the Verity series. But, bro, moving platforms are just gonna be like how that mob sees Windows, because he's afraid of Windows in the series due to Verity breaking in 3.1 in episode 1. So moving platforms are basically just like that for me, bro. Because basically all of my fails are on moving platforms. All of my stupid fails that end up in me crying are on moving platforms or head hitters. Or they're caused by me hitting my head. Either that, or or my jump button just not registering. So it's either it being a moving platform, my jump not registering, or me hitting my head on something. That's why I fail these jumps, okay? It is never because, oh my god. Oh my... Okay, bro, this tower sucks. This tower's RNG. This tower has to be the most RNG thing ever. This is why we should revoke this person's contributor license. Who's with me? Who's with me? Remove this tower from the game and revoke their contributor license and replace this tower with something actually good. I don't care about all that lost TOPZ progress. I can just gain that on the replacement tower. Especially if it's actually good. Which it should be actually good. Because if not, I'm going to crash out. And if we can't do that, then at least replace all the RNG. Then at least revamp this tower to not have any of the RNG jumps. Oh, okay. Okay! Jeez, bro, this tower just sucks. This tower just sucks, bro. Oh my god. When am I gonna have another good run? Oh my god! This tower, bro. This singular tower is a curse to the Ito community, bro. Worst tower ever. That isn't made by Itnir, bro. I swear. Yeah, this is even worse than Thanos Tower Classic. This is worse than Thanos Tower Classic, bro. Because at least Thanos Tower Classic wasn't that RNG. And then there's this garbage, which is RNG. Oh my god, bro. How the hell did this get into the game? This tower didn't get submitted. It escaped the lab, bro. I swear. topz did not get submitted into the game. It escaped from a lab and snuck in. topz wasn't submitted to the game. It was smuggled in, bro. I swear. Yeah, for real. Somehow. Because Corrupted Nightmares also sucks. But maybe I'm just saying that because I've never did it before. I'm pretty sure it's just the average classic tower. Which is not that bad. Because at least it isn't RNG client objects like this tower. Okay, we are out of the... Actually, no, we aren't out of the garbage floors until I make it to floor 7. Once I make it to floor 7, we're finally healing. The world is finally healing once I make it out of floors. Once I make it to floor 7. If I make it to floor 7, then the earth is healing. Okay. Wait, Friendly Kitty left? Oh, never mind. Wait, Friendly Kitty is still in the stream. She's probably just not talking. Which is fine because I know the art fight stuff does get serious. I do know that art fight is this serious, you know. Look at that. Oh my. Imagine if I failed. Imagine if I fell on floor 6 of all things. AKA the floor that is like intense difficulty once you get the button progress. I mean, floor 8 is like hard once you get, hard difficulty once you get the button progress, but floor 6 is, the cluster is actually kind of easier because it isn't guarded by the nightmare that is floor 7. Floor 7 barely even has any button progress. The only button progress it has barely even matters, because it's button progress to skip, like, one barely even that bad jump. Yeah, the only button progress is to skip this singular jump, which isn't even that bad. For real, for real. Like, I have not failed that jump in a while. I have failed it a couple of times on practice, but I don't think I've really failed it on normal that much. On like normally playing the tower that much. Why did I say on normal, bro? Like, oh, but I have failed that jump a lot of times on 2 more mode. Like, bro, why did I say on normal? The Battle Bricks genes are getting to my head, bro. I'm getting brain rotted by the Battle Bricks. Oh my god. Which, you know, makes sense considering how brain rotted the Battle Bricks fandom is. Like, Oppa, Sandbox Slop. Sandbox Slop. Lil Duped Chud. Basket Umbrella. I forgot. Oh my god, bro! Okay, that wasn't my fault. Come on, y'all. That wasn't my fault, bro. It was lag. That was lag, bro. You could see that I was trying to turn, but then I just didn't for some reason. Okay. This is why this tower honestly sucks. Bro, I swear the winning run is gonna be like 10x4, 9x 20 billion. Because floor 9 does suck that bad, by the way. Floor 9 is that bad. Floor 9 is as bad as everyone says it is. By the way. Oh my. Okay. Thank you, Spinner. Thank you, Spinner, bro. That Spinner is the most glorious thing to ever exist. That Spinner. Oh my god, that Spinner is gorgeous! Oh, bro! That stupid jump! That was so easy to that jump. That was RNG, bro. That was RNG. We saw that, right? That was RNG, bro. That was RNG. It literally refused to let me go through the hole. That jump is RNG. All the other jumps I've called RNG are just kind of a skill issue, but that jump actually is RNG, bro. That jump straight up is RNG, bro. I'm telling you. That singular jump is actually RNG. You saw that. We all saw that, bro. We all saw that fail. Don't act like you didn't, bro. You saw how garbage that fail was, right? I was literally, you know, doing the normal thing, holding jump to get onto floor 9, and then it just was ruined. Yeah, bro, it's literally gonna be 10x3, 9x 7 billion, I swear. Yeah, bro, it was literally like the jump of doom, despair, and destruction. This tower has a bunch of jumps of doom, despair, and destruction. I swear. This tower isn't really that well balanced. Because, like, some jumps are light work, and then some jumps are just the jump of doom, despair, and destruction. GoPro. We got a GoPro like a GoPro. I love GoPros. They let you record because it's a camera. GoPros are cameras, and I love cameras because cameras let you record and record stuff for like YouTube. You got a GoPro, you got a GoPro. GoPro, be a GoPro. Be a camera. Be cool to watch like a GoPro. And you also got a GoPro, quite literally. Stupid, very bad, stupid, garbage. I hate you moving wraparounds. Thank you for sunshine. Thank you for rain. Thank you for joy. The earth is good to me, and so I thank the earth for giving me the things I need, like the sun and the rain and the apple seeds. The earth is good to me. Bruh, what was that? That is going to be a clip. It doesn't matter if this is the winning run or not. That is going to be a clip. Okay. Also, some of these are cool. New tile decorations. These are awesome, bro. Look at this. Just look at this, bro. This reminds me of Hollow Knight. These new tile... I'm guessing this is going to be like a new biome. Because there's the ice biome and the normal biome. I'm guessing this is going to be like a new biome. A new biome in the map generation. Because it has new structures. It has like the arcs. It has the arcs and those. So I'm guessing this is a new biome. Yeah, this is probably a new biome. If we're being for real. I pretend not to view it. I will not rush this time. Never mind. What the hell was that? What the hell was that fail? That was not my fault. That was not my fault. That was not my fault. Look me in my eyes and tell me that that was my fault. Because it wasn't, bro. That was RNG. That was RNG, bro. Did you see how RNG that was? You, like, literally, tell me that that is not RNG, bro. Oh my god. Okay, there, finally. At least I didn't fail on the other stupid RNG jump near the start. Also, wait, I forgot if I did 10x. Okay, good, I did. Okay, I leave. Yeah, bro, I don't know how. Like, that had to be RNG, bro. That had to be, like, the RNG god striking me down. The evil and mischievous RNG god that turns non-RNG jumps into the most luck-based thing you've ever seen. He's real, by the way. He's real because, what? How else? Yeah, bro, 4th time's the charm. I have said 10x4 in the winning run jokes. In the winning run jokes, I have joked about 10x4, 9x, 20 billion. So, come on. Has to be 4th time, bro. 4th time or even maybe 5th time. Who knows? Next time, try 3 lives. 2 time tries 3 lives. Next time, try 4 lives. 2 time tries 4 lives. It works. What? By the way, sorry for making a Forsaken joke. I just used to play the game. Only reason I quit was because, 1, if you give money to Forsaken, you are, then a quarter of it is going to Soldier and Liar, and, oh my god, bro, why am I, hold up, wait, I'm gonna do this part, and then I'm gonna do this outside. I'm gonna do this mostly free outside section, unless I get struck by the RNG wizard. we gonna take an extra long Nerf break this time around. Let me get some water and also a snack, because I am getting very hungry. Welcome to the extra long Nerf break. I got a snack. Cheesy garlic bread. Yummy. This is yummers, bro. Oh my god. This is yummers. Let's check my YouTube notifications. Since it has been a while since I've gotten a new one. Okay.
Why Eternal Towers of Hell is
This is what I've been telling you.
now a terrible game to play. 1. The developers are greedy. They have thought about maximizing profits and nothing else. This can be
Oh my god, don't remind me.
seen with how they stopped updating the practice place. They want everyone to buy a $50 vertical mobility tool that is really bad when you see that every other high
Such as the GOAT, the Eternal Abyss.
quality fan game has practice mode. 2.
And also, oh, Caleb's Soul Crushing Domain, but we don't talk about
They're
that.
unnecessary. Revamps. Their new Ring 1 revamps have removed the things that made each tower stand out. Now, it is all modern slop.
Nah, I would say this one's actually a tiny bit better than Thanos Tower Classic, just because the client objects had a bit more fun.
Go look in the related video to see some. More of my
I need you to cause a distraction.
Holy shit. We're all gonna. Way I feel, don't tell me about my sins. I'm rolling on them pills, I'm back, I did it again. I got
Oh my god, what the hell was that? What the hell? Is this the avatar you have to wear to become an SC plus hobbyist?
けど君の不幸を願ったりはしないけど君の不幸を願ったりはし
500 cigarettes. It's her.
I'm a child, I'm a child, I'm a fat little child Playing League all day until the sun comes
Nope.
Careful, Sherman. It's a booby trap.
Yeah, bro, for real. This is so real. This is how it feels streaming with my parents upstairs, bro. This is how it feels streaming with my parents.
Careful, Sherman. It's a booby trap.
Yeah, bro.
music is so loud, but I really
just me? Or when will these YouTube ranters realize the Roblox blackout is never gonna work? Like, bro, my friends actually fall for this every time. They'll message me on Discord saying, bro, join the Roblox blackout. Trust me, it's gonna work this time. Trust? Bro, you lost my trust the first time. And somehow they still think the next one is gonna change everything. If I see one more Roblox blackout video saying, this time Roblox will listen, I'm actually throwing my phone across the room.
This is the only valid ranter.
So is it just me?
Holy gem. I would say, okay, wait, hold up. Let me open Roblox. Just so I can do that. So I can, yep, okay. Ooh! Who's ready? Okay, what the hell? What the hell was that? Dude. I suck at this game. I suck at this game, bro. I'm failing the easiest jumps ever because I suck at this game. Oh my god. Oh my god. I suck. I suck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that y'all have to witness my clip farm. Sorry that I am so sorry that y'all have to witness my clip farming. It is not my fault. It is my nerves. It is my nerves and also Roblox physics acting up sometimes. And also the RNG wizard that keeps cursing me on this stream specifically. The RNG wizard that suddenly makes normal jumps super RNG. That's what he does. Or not RNG, what if he's not an RNG wizard? New name for him, the random fail wizard. Oh my god, bro, the random fail wizard kicked in again. Oh my. Okay, fine, jeez. This is why I hate my parents, bro. Well, see y'all next stream.